The pharmacist said, "Your wife's been picking up prenatal vitamins, but you had a vasectomy." The pharmacist pulled me aside and whispered this while I was picking up my blood pressure medication. I laughed awkwardly. "There must be a mistake. We can't have children, sir. She's been getting them monthly for 6 months. Always pays cash. Always comes alone. I had a vasectomy 8 years ago after our second child died during birth. Lisa had nearly died too, and we decided together, no more pregnancies. The risk was too high. She'd been there for my procedure, held my hand through recovery. Driving home, my mind raced. Lisa had been glowing lately, happier. She'd quit wine completely, started yoga, been eating incredibly healthy. I thought it was her new wellness kick after turning 40. When I got home, I searched everything while Lisa was at her book club, found the vitamins hidden behind paint cans in the garage. The prescription label was partially scratched off, but I could make out a date, 6 months ago, just like the pharmacist said. That night, I watched Lisa carefully. She definitely looked different. Fuller face, glowing skin. She kept touching her stomach unconsciously. How had I missed this? "Honey," I said at dinner, "maybe we should try for another baby." She dropped her water glass. It shattered on the floor. "What? You had a vasectomy?" "We decided. Vasectomies can be reversed." "No," she said firmly. "We made that choice for good reasons." But her hand went to her stomach protectively as she said it. I called my urologist the next morning, confirming my vasectomy was still effective. 0 sperm count at your last check. Shooting blanks, as they say. Why do you ask? That evening, I installed a tracker on Lisa's car. The next day, when she said she was going to yoga, the tracker showed her at an OBGYN office across town, not her regular doctor. She was there for 2 hours. When she came home, she was crying. Happy tears, she claimed, about a work promotion. But I saw the ultrasound photo peeking out of her purse. I said nothing. 3 days later, she went to book club again. The tracker led me to an apartment complex downtown. I watched her enter Unit 338 with a casserole dish. Through the window, I saw her hand it to a man I didn't recognize. He hugged her, his hand lingering on her stomach. I was about to storm in when another woman appeared. Pregnant, then another, and another. 5 pregnant women, all at different stages, all treating Lisa like their best friend. The man was serving them dinner like some bizarre polygamous family. I took photos and went home shaking. The next morning, after Lisa left for work, I searched deeper, found a hidden folder on her laptop, password protected. It took me hours to crack it. Inside were contracts, legal documents, all signed by Lisa. She wasn't pregnant, she was managing pregnant women. The documents were surrogacy agreements, but not normal ones. These women were all carrying babies with the same father, the man from the apartment. But the genetic material documentation made me vomit. The eggs weren't from the surrogates. They were from one source, purchased from a fertility clinic. The seller was listed as Ella Mitchell. Lisa Mitchell, my wife. She'd been selling her eggs and managing surrogate pregnancies for wealthy couples. The prenatal vitamins were to improve her egg quality for harvesting. Each successful pregnancy earned her $50,000. She'd already delivered 12 babies. I confronted her that night, throwing the contracts on the table. "It's not what you think," she said calmly. "You're selling our potential children." "No," she said. "I'm selling your actual children." "That's impossible. I had a vasectomy." She smiled coldly. "You had a vasectomy, but not the one you think." She pulled out medical records, my real vasectomy documents from 8 years ago. But they weren't for a vasectomy. They were for a surgical sperm extraction and cryogenic preservation. "The doctor is my cousin," she explained. "You thought you were getting sterilized. Instead, we extracted and froze enough sperm for hundreds of pregnancies. You signed consent forms thinking they were standard surgical papers. That's illegal. That's assault." "Actually, check page 12 of what you signed. You gave me full reproductive rights to any stored genetic material in case of your death or incapacitation." "But I'm neither." She pulled out another document. "According to this psychiatric evaluation from 3 years ago, you've been declared mentally incompetent. Remember when you had that reaction to medication and blacked out for a week? You were actually in a psychiatric hold. I had you declared unfit." My world spun. "Our daughter at book club." "There is no book club. I've been visiting your children. You have 18 of them now, all being raised by wealthy families who think they got anonymous donor sperm. But they all have your eyes, your smile." I reached for my phone to call the police, but Lisa was faster. "I wouldn't. Check your browser history. Check your sent emails." I looked. Hundreds of emails I didn't send, soliciting illegal services. Browser history full of illegal content, all timestamped during my blackout 3 years ago. "You call the police, you go to prison," she said simply. "Or you can keep taking your blood pressure medication and enjoy the comfortable life my business provides." That's when I realized my medication wasn't for blood pressure. The side effects I'd been having, memory gaps, confusion, docility, weren't side effects at all. "How long?" I asked. "Since the beginning, since our real son died. I blamed you for wanting another baby. So I decided to give you dozens, just not how you expected." But the worst part was what she said next. "Your parents know. They're customers. Your mother is raising your son. She paid premium for a grandchild that was actually blood related." Full story on channel below.